Dun, 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 dun. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Weekly Korean Live class. My name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, 케이진입니다. 안녕하세요, 침침입니다. How are you guys? Thank you so much for joining today's class too. It's great to see you, talk to you. Okay, so today's topic is this. Where is it? This! Can you see this car? Yes, the topic of today is how to learn Korean in your car. And you might think, I don't have a car. And me too. 저도요. 저도 차가 없어요. Me too. I don't have a car either. But you still have commute. You might take a bus or train or taxi, or you just walk, right? During that time, you can study Korean. So this lesson is not only for drivers, but anyone who have spare time during your commute. So please keep watching it if you want to learn some important vocabulary about the cars plus some tips. I would say today's lesson is more about the reading class because I prepared lots of Korean sentences and paragraphs so we can practice reading Korean together. Sounds fun, isn't it? I don't do much reading lessons, so, well, this is very special. So in the meanwhile, 짜잔, do you see this banner? Yes, get your secret gift. Secret, 비밀? It said secret, so I'm like, should I say what the gift is? Even though it's secret? I'll show you very soon. So if you click the link in the description, you will see a special page where you can download our Survival Phrases audiobook. Click the link in the description and please enjoy. Please enjoy it. So, John, yes, I'll show you what the gift looks like very soon. But yes, this is the topic. Learning Korean in your car. Yay! And I choose this car because it looks cool. It looks cool, isn't it? It seems expensive, so I'm like, okay, I choose it as my car. So let's move on. Oops. Let's move on. 짠. Next page. Yes, this is our secret gift. So this is audiobook including the PDF file. So you can just play the audio if you want to learn some basic survival phrases such as hello, thank you, how much is it, etc. Sorry, good night, etc. So download it, check it out. It will be really, really useful, especially for beginners. If you are not beginners, you probably know this, but still, it's good to have something free. So just click the link in the description and you can get this. By the way, this one can be available for anyone who is the member of KoreanClass101.com. So if you're not the member, just sign up. We do have a paid membership, but to download this, you do not need the paid membership. You only need the free membership to download this free audiobook. Okay, advertisements is over, so let's move on. 짠! Before starting the lesson, I want to introduce 차와 관련된 단어. 차와 관련된 단어를 소개할게요. So, car-related vocabulary. 차, car. 차 is car. Or it has many different names such as 자가용, 차, 승용차. Oh, okay, so let me quickly introduce what's the differences. So I said 차, right? 차, 자가용, 승용차. So 승용차 is basically this one. 승용차 is a small car, right? It's not a big car. And 자가용 is your own car. And 차 is a car in general. It can be a truck, it can be a bus, It's just car in general. Okay, so let's move on. And 와 means, by the way, with or and. 관련된 means related. So it literally means vocabulary. 단어 means words or vocabulary. So it's words related to car. related with car. 차와 관련된 단어. 첫 번째 단어는요, 운전면허예요. So this is the first word. 운전면허. It means driving license. Do you have driving license? 운전면허 있어요? Do you have license? 운전면허 있어요? 저는 없어요. I don't have driving license. And have you ever heard this word? 운전면허증. If you check the dictionary with this word, you look up this word in a dictionary, you will see the same translation. Driving license. So what's the difference between 운전면허 and 운전면허증? The difference is super simple. 운전면허 is generally driving license. Also, if you pass the test, then you have driving license. But 운전면허증 is the card itself. So the physical card. Physical card. Like this guy. He's holding the 운전면허증, right? So you might have driving license, but you put your 운전면허증 at home. So, I don't have 운전면허증. 운전면허증 없어요. That means you just don't have the card now. Or you just don't have the license. But 운전면허증 and 운전면허, English translation would be the same, but 운전면허증 is the card itself, physical card. Like this. Next. Handle. Yes, as you can guess, it's from the English word handle. Handle. And it's steering wheel. And if you say, wheel, Korean people wouldn't understand. It's just handle for Korean people. Handle. Handle. And next we have this. 기어를 넣다. By the way, when you learn Korean word, actually the best way to learn correctly is to learn in the phrase, because handle is good. Handle itself is good. But what verb is often used with handle in Korean? If you check the word by word, it might be incorrect. So, for example, 기어를 넣다. This example is 기어를 넣다, right? To put the car in gear. As you can guess, 기어 is from the English word gear. 기어를 넣다. But imagine you don't know this expression and you just want to check the dictionary word by word. So you check put first and gear first. And then also there is in, right? In separately. So when you search put in the dictionary, there will be a lot of words. One of them is 넣다, definitely. Or 놓다 too, 놓다. So for example, you put your key on the table. key, 열쇠. 열쇠를 책상 위에 놓다 or 두다. 두다 also means like put or leave. You leave your car keys or paper on the table. 두다. So if you just check put only, you will see a lot of Korean words. 넣다, 놓다, 두다. You don't know which one you can use, and you might choose wrong one like 두다. And in, you check the dictionary. It said 안에. And gear, it said 기어. I got it. So to put in gear in Korean is 넣다 안에 기어. Right, teacher? Or 기어 안에 넣다. Or 기어 안에 even 두다. So some people try to check the English expression word by word. Put They search put on the dictionary and check the Korean word. 아, 넣다, 놓다, 두다. I got it. And check in. 아, it's 안에. 아, okay. 기어. 아, it's 기어. And they just put the word like this. 기어 안에 두다. Then none of Korean people will understand. That's the point. So when you learn Korean vocabulary, if possible, try to see what's the most common expression. For example, if it's a handle, maybe the common one is you hold the wheel. Hold the wheel. Let me show you the picture again. Go back. So 핸들을 잡다. 핸들을 잡다. So you grab the wheel. You grab the wheel. 핸들을 잡다. 핸들을 잡다. So handle is often used with this verb. 잡다. 잡다. Actually, 핸들을 잡다 also can mean, it's kind of like idiomatic expression, meaning 운전하다, to drive. 핸들을 잡다 can mean drive. 핸들을 잡다, 운전하다. So like this, if possible, try to remember the words in some kind of common phrase instead of remembering the word by word. So then teacher, how can I know the most common phrase? So in this case, instead of checking the word by word, you think, oh, if it's gear, what word, what expression would I use often? To put in gear. So you check the phrase like to put the car in gear. You put the car in gear. Like this. Instead of word by word. Does it make sense? Okay, so 기어를 넣다 means to put the car in gear. So the car is started. Yeah, the car started moving. 기어를 넣다. 기어를 넣다. By the way, I don't have a car. I don't have driving license. 저는 차도 없고요. 운전면허도 없어요. 그래서 차에 대해서 잘 몰라요. So I don't know about cars very well. So if you ask me some details like how can I say this in some details in the car, and I'm sorry, I don't know. But at least I know this kind of expression because these are very common expressions for non-drivers like me. So how about this? 브레이크를 밟다. 브레이크 is from break. 브레이크. So very often you will also use this brake with this verb to step on the brake. So it's 밟다. So in the phrase 브레이크를 밟아요. 브레이크를 밟다. Okay. So let's move on. 짠. The next word is this. Excel. Excel has another name. Excel is from the English word, right? It's accelerator. And in Korean words, it's 가속 페달. 페달 means, as you know, is pedal. And 가속 pedal means accelerator. So you can use either excel or 가속 pedal. Again, with this, we very often use this verb to step on. 밟다. 엑셀을 밟다. Okay. How about this then? Yeah, I already mentioned pedal in Korean is 페달. So these pedals are just pedal in Korean. Ooh, lucky for you, since you know this word. You don't have to spend a lot of time to memorize the new word because we use the English word. Good. Next is the same. It's an English long word. Wiper in Korean is 와이퍼. Like this, right? The stick. So when it rains, it moves like this. To wipe the water. The rain. 와이퍼. 짠, how about this? To turn on the indicator. indicator is 깜빡이. 깜빡이. Why is it 깜빡이? Because it's 깜빡, 깜빡. The light is on and off, on and off. And in Korean onomatopoeia words, we say 깜빡, 깜빡, 깜빡. So 깜빡 is often used for this light. It's like blinking, blinking. 깜빡, 깜빡, 깜빡. And not only that, our eyes too. Look at me. 깜빡, 깜빡, 깜빡. So you close your eyes and open your eyes. Close your eyes, open, close, open. This is what we say 깜빡, 깜빡 Korean onomatopoeia word. And not only that, so we often have, we often use this expression too. 깜빡하다, 깜빡하다, 깜빡하다. It means I forgot. To forget is 깜빡하다 because your brain is kind of on and off, and you forgot the word. 깜빡하다. So it's same as 잊어버리다. So for example, 지갑을 깜빡했어. 지갑을 깜빡했어. Or 깜빡했어요 if you want to say a little bit more politely. 지갑을 깜빡했어요. It means I forgot my wallet. It's exactly same as 지갑을 잊어버렸어요. 지갑을 잊어버렸어요. Oops. 지갑을 깜빡했어요. 지갑을 잊어버렸어요. So 깜빡, 깜빡, 깜빡. So this one, this indicator is 깜빡, 깜빡, right? On and off, 깜빡, 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 깜빡. So it's 깜빡이, 깜빡이. So 깜빡이를 켜다, 켜다 means turn on. So you want to turn left. Wait, left is this side on your screen? Anyway, turn right or left. So in that case, you turn on the indicator. 깜빡, 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 on and off. Let me turn on. Hey guys, I'm giving you some signal that I'm going to turn left or turn right very soon. 깜빡, 깜빡. 깜빡이를 켜다. 깜빡이를 켜다. What is turn off the indicator? Is 깜빡이 이를 끄다. 끄다. 끄다 means turn off. To turn off is 끄다. 깜빡이를 끄다. To turn off the indicator. Okay. Next we have bumper. Bumper in Korean is 범퍼. 범퍼. We use this English word directly. 범퍼. 범퍼. Boom. 범퍼. And you have 트렁크 at the back, right? 트렁크 is trunk. 트렁크. 트렁크를 열다. 트렁크를 닫다. So to open the trunk is 트렁크를 열다. Open. To close the trunk is 트렁크를 닫다. 트렁크를 닫다. I said 트럼프. I think I saw that name a lot on the media. So 트렁크. Next we have tire. See, Korean is super easy. We use a lot of English words. 타이어. Tire is 타이어 in Korean word. 타이어. So, how can we learn Korean in the car? 차 안에서 한국어를 배우는 법에 대해서 얘기해 볼게요. 짠! So there are many different ways, but here's one way that you can learn Korean with our application. Here's how. Number 1, 1번. 첫 번째. Innovative Language 101 어플을 다운받으세요. Should I read this English in Korean pronunciation? Innovative Language 101 어플을 다운받으세요. So Innovative Language 101 is the name of our application. Oh, teacher, I thought your website is Korean Class 101. Why is Innovative Language 101? It's because, did you know that we actually teach a lot of different languages? Not only Korean, but we also teach Arabic, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, French, Swahili, Bulgarian, Vietnamese, Hindi, Tagalog, Persian, etc., etc. We teach 34 different languages and we couldn't make application for each language. We don't need to. So we made one application, and with this application you can actually learn different languages. Not only Korean, but also 33 different languages. Yes. So download it. Apple means app, or app is also app. So Apple app, all of them are from the English word application. And as you see, this is directly from this app, the English word. And Apple is from application, and application, Apple. So Korean people say Apple too. Both of them are very common, so you can use either of them. So, did you download the application? Then now, choose audio lessons, because now you are driving. Well, if you are commuting in the bus or in the train, then you can watch some video lessons, but still that use a lot of data. It use a lot of your data. So audio would be great. So, but it's up to you. Video lessons are fine. We also have lots of different learning materials, not only audio lessons. So if you are interested in learning in other ways with our materials, choose that. But I recommend audio lessons when you are commuting or when you are driving. So 오디오 강의를 선택하세요. Audio means audio. 강의 means lecture, actually. lecture를 particle. 선택하세요 means please choose. It's very polite. Why? Because I want to be polite to you. I'm talking to many people right now, so I'm using quite a polite language. So 오디오 강의를 선택하세요. Choose audio lessons. Oh, you don't have subscription on our website? Then don't worry. We still have the free lessons. Or why don't you use this? Survivor phrases. There are lots of free MP3 files. And here, teachers break down the sentences and explaining the words and introducing some Korean culture. So check it out. It's free for KoreanClass101.com members, so sign up. Signing up is free. We do have paid membership, but don't worry. If you get free membership, then you can still download this Korean survivor phrases, because COVID situation is getting better, so more and more people can travel to Korea right now. So gift for you, is secret gift for you. So number three is 강의를 자동 재생하세요. 자동 재생하다. It means to autoplay. Autoplay is 자동 재생하다. 자동 means automatically auto. 재생. play. So 자동 재생하다 is autoplay. And 강의, I told you it means lecture. So autoplay lessons, or set your lessons on autoplay. Good. So during your driving, during your travel, during your journey, during your commute, you don't have to choose the lessons every time the lesson ends. That's very annoying when you're busy, especially, right? So why don't you put just autoplay? 4. So you put the lessons autoplayed, then now the lesson is playing. So repeat after our teachers. 선생님 발음을 따라하세요. 선생님 발음을 따라하세요. 선생님 means teacher. 발음 means pronunciation. And particle. Object marking particle. 따라하세요 means please imitate. Please repeat after. So it literally means please repeat after our teacher's pronunciation. So teacher will read out one word. For example, 책상. It means desk. 책상. Then you repeat after the teacher. 책상. And teacher move on to the next word. 연필. Meaning pencil. 연필. Okay, that's 연필. So you repeat after the teachers. Especially if you are in the car, you can do that. But if you are in the train or bus with lots of different peoples, then maybe it's just better to repeat after teacher quietly, like 연필. So you don't interrupt the other people. Fifth, 복습하세요. Please review. Actually, this is exactly how I learned a different language. You know, I love learning languages. I love languages. So, as I mentioned, KoreanClass101.com is belong to Innovative Language 101, Innovative Language Learning. And in Innovative Language 101 app, there are many languages. So when I want to learn a new language, I follow this way exactly. So first, I use the app, I choose the audio lesson, and when I walk from station to my place, or on the train or bus, I autoplay lessons. Or sometimes I just choose one lesson and I repeat many times until I completely understand. And I repeat after the teacher quietly like this. So nobody can hear on the train. So I repeat after the teachers. And when I go, I listen to one lesson. And when I come back home, I listen to the same lesson to review. Especially Korean class lesson has the conversation. So all our audio lessons start with a conversation. And then the teachers break down each phrases and explaining the cultural background and the meaning, grammar, etc. So what I do is on the way to work, I listen to one lesson. And on the way back, I also listen to the lesson. And also I auto playing the dialogue. So I listen to the dialogue like more than 10 times until I completely understand. And I can even imitate them. I can even follow them after they say. So this really works. I proved. I proved myself. I'm the evidence. Okay, so here are some examples. Here are some 예시 from other students. They shared how they learned Korean with our app in their car. So for example, we have 스티브 씨. 스티브 씨는요, engineer예요. So Steve is engineer and he's been learning Korean 18개월, 18 months, 18개월. And he said he studied Korean 5 hours a week. 스티브 씨는요, 일주일에 5시간 한국어를 공부해요. So he studied 5 hours a week. His method is this. 하루에 1시간씩 코리안 클래스 101 강의를 들어요. 출근길에 30분, 퇴근길에 30분요. So let me break down the sentence. 하루에 1시간씩. 하루에 1시간씩. 하루 means one day and 에 is a particle. So 하루에 1시간씩. Oops. So it's a particle for time. So in one day. And 1시간, 한 is one. 시간 means hour. And 씩, it means like it means like every, but it doesn't mean every 1 hour. It actually doesn't have meaning here. It just emphasizes 1 hour or 1 hour. 씩 emphasize 1시간. 하루에 1시간. So without 씩 is okay. So 하루에 1시간. By the way, there is a space before 씩, but you don't need to put space. 하루에 1시간 강의를 들어요 is okay. It's very good. But this person wants to emphasize 하루에 1시간씩. Yes, 1 hour. 하루에 1시간씩. Korean class 101 in Korean pronunciation. Korean class 101. 강의, lecture. 들어요 literally means listen. So I listen to Korean class 101 lessons. By the way, 듣다. It literally means to listen or to hear. But 강의를 듣다. So sometimes 강의, the lesson can be like video lessons. Still, you use this noun, this verb, which is 듣다. So 강의를 듣다 is just one set phrase. That's why I want you to learn Korean with common phrase. So 강의를 듣다 is one set phrase. Even though it's a video, you also see something. We use this word. 강의를 듣다 is just an expression. So 하루에 1시간씩 1 hour a day Korean class 101 강의, Korean class 101 lesson. 들어요 means listen or to take the lesson. 출근길. It means on the way to work. So 출근길. 출근 means you going to work. 길 means way. So on the way to work. 에 is particle. So 출근길에 means exactly on the way to work. 30 minutes on the way to work. And 퇴근길에 퇴근 means on the is back home. 퇴근길. So you finish work and you leave and come back home, right? So that's 퇴근. So going to work is 출근, coming back home from work is 퇴근. So 퇴근길, 길 means way, and 에 is particle like on. So on the way back home. 퇴근길에 30분, 30 minutes. 퇴근길에 30분요. 퇴근길에 30분요. How about 안젤라 씨? 안젤라 씨는요, 대학원생이에요. So Angela is a graduate student. 대학원생, graduate student. 안젤라 씨는 한국어를 5개월 동안 공부했어요. 안젤라 씨는 한국어를 5개월 동안 공부했어요. So Angela studied Korean for 5 months. And she studies around 5 hours a week. 5 hours a week in Korean is 일주일. Week. 1 week. You remember how to say one? One is 일, right? So 일주일. 주일 means week. So 일 means one. 1 week is 일주일. 에 particle for time. So in a week 10시간 means 10 hours. I just found the English translation here is wrong, but it's 10 hours. 10 hours is 10시간. And 정도 means around, about. So about 10 hours a week. About 10 hours a week. 일주일에 10시간 정도. And she said 차 안에서 어플로 코리안 클래스 101 강의를 차 안에서 어플로 Korean Class 101 강의를 자동 재생해서 들어요. 차 안에서 means in the car, car 안에서 in the car. 어플로 with the application, with the app. Korean Class 101 강의, Korean Class 101 lesson. 자동 재생, we learned it, right? Autoplay. And 들어요 means listen or take. So I autoplay Korean class 101 lessons in the car with the app. That's a good way. And we now have 아다시. 아다시. 아다시는 은퇴를 즐기는 할머니세요. 은퇴를 즐기는 할머니세요. So she's a retired grandmother. It literally means 은퇴, retirement를 particle. 즐기는 is from 즐기다, meaning to enjoy. 할머니 means grandmother. So it literally means a grandmother enjoying retirement. Retirement life. Retired life. 은퇴를 즐기는 할머니. 은퇴 생활을 즐기는 할머니. So retired life is 은퇴 생활. 생활 means 생활 is life in Korean. And she's been learning Korean for a month, for 1 month. 1개월. Or you can also say 한 달 동안 한국어를 공부했어요. 한 달 동안 한국어를 공부했어요. And she's been learning Korean 30 minutes a week. 30 minutes a week. 일주일에 30분씩 한국어를 공부해요. 일주일에 30분씩. Remember? It makes 30 minutes emphasize, right? So I'm emphasizing 30 minutes by putting 씩 after the time. 일주일에 30분씩. Or I can just say 일주일에 30분 한국어를 공부해요. It's also fine. And she said her study method is 일주일에 강의 하나를 들어요. 일주일에 in a week 강의 lesson 하나 one. So one lesson is 강의 하나를 particle 들어요. I listen. So I take one lesson a week. 차 안에서 큰 소리로 따라하며 공부해요. 차 안에서 큰 소리로 따라하며 공부해요. 차, car, 안에서 means in the car. So 차 안에서 in the car. 큰 소리, 큰, big, 소리, sound, 로, with. So it literally means with big sound. It just means loudly. 따라하며 is from 따라하다. So repeat after or imitate or practice after someone. 따라하다. 공부해요. I study. So I study while repeat after, while I repeat after teacher loudly in the car. I speak out loud after the teacher in my car. 차 안에서 큰 소리로 따라하며 공부해요. So these are really great way to use their spare time efficiently. So why don't you try that? So as I mentioned, you can download this free Korean survival phrases audiobook from the link in the description. So please check it out. Yay! Okay, so next week I'll be talking about July in Korea. What's happening in Korea in July? Is there anything fun? Yes! So please join the live so you will find out what's fun, what's great in July in Korea. So the lesson will be held in July 7th. Ooh, 7, lucky 7. July 7th, Thursday in 1 p.m. in Korean time. So please join it. I'll be waiting for you. So 감사합니다. Please don't forget to get this free survivor phrases audiobook. Just in case you will be traveling to Korea, right? Who knows? You might be traveling to Korea this year. This will be really useful, so take advantage of it. Okay, so thank you very much. So thank you for learning Korean with me this week too. And I'll see you next week. 침침어서 say bye bye and thank you too. 감사합니다. 다음 주에 봐요. 감사합니다. 안녕.